So a new little project I was starting with some watercolours was to do a little landscape of Portofino, and I got these from a friend at Christmas, and I had these other watercolours that I'd bought a long time ago by Faber-Castell. They're just great for brights. The brush needed a trim, so sometimes the cheaper I got to use my cute scissors from my Tales From box. And then I like to have a scrap piece just to practice my colours on first, and a paper towel just to wipe any excess. And then I sketched out my 6 images, so working from the front to the back of what would be the picture, and then with a blade hand cut them all out. I just did this in fast because this did take a long time, but it looks really good at the end. And once I'd done that, I started looking at my colours, and it was painting time. Yay! So again, I will fast forward all the different shades I used. I used a mixture of both palettes, especially with the greens, just to give it depth. So I actually mixed a few in together. And then the other thing I use are these fine tip markers, which are at any newsagent, and they can just again add some shadowing and depth as well. So I used those, looked out at my chickens walking past, and foliage was probably one of the hardest things, but I noticed that I wanted the backdrop to be a little darker, so I decided to darken that. Then I've got my beautiful borders and edging, which wasn't so easy. And then to make the little zigzag, to make the concertina that the pictures will stick to. So I used double-sided tape. That is a roll-on, which I think is really handy. So I would just roll on some glue and then start with layering the pictures, starting with the back, lining those up, giving them a good press. You might want to use more of a liquid glue. I found that these did pop off a little bit with a bit of pressure. And then layers, and yeah, this is the final product. And ta-da! Including a little bottle of red wine. I do like the little umbrellas on the beach.